Oh, hey there. This is a little different from other videos that I've done. I'm not a big one for doing tutorials, but this is probably not of interest to somebody that knows how to do it. But if you're not familiar with it, here's a little video for you on how to clean a squirrel. Now, yes indeed, this is a squirrel. And a squirrel was harmed in the making of this video, but we're going to add this squirrel to 2 more squirrels, and we're going to make either a pot of squirrel and dumplings, or we're going to make some squirrel gravy and put that over rice or something, and that's really tasty. Now don't go getting all squirrely on me now because of there being a squirrel in the video. There's 2 ways to get the skin that I know of. 2 ways to get the skin off the squirrel, and one of them involves a little bit of tedious work where you peel back the legs, the hide on the legs, and stand on it and pull it by the feet and rip the skin off of it. The other is probably the more traditional way to do it. What I like to do is I'll get a pinch of that skin on the back, then I'll take my knife right there, drive it in, and cut that skin. Back when I was younger, first learning how to do this, I was taught to get a pinch of it and cut it this way, but that's awful close to your fingers, and I find it a lot easier to do it like I just showed you. And now, what you've done, you've made an access where you can get your fingers in here and begin working it back. Once you've hooked your fingers in there, just pull it. Now, don't pull it until you pull the squirrel in 2. Now, all right, now, squirrely folks, this is going to be a little gross here. If you're watching this, here on the bottom, on the stomach, there's a really tough spot that I find it beneficial to reach in there and cut that.
Ow!
On a young squirrel, it doesn't make that much difference. On an older squirrel, it is so tough that you'll literally pull that squirrel in 2, trying to tear it in 2. And one of the things that I meant to show you, you can either feed off to begin with, or feed off after you've skinned the squirrel back. Just simply give it a little baton with the back of your hand. See, I do baton with my knife. And then simply give it a pull. Work the front legs out. Pull that skin off the leg, pull the leg out. It'll pop right out. There's one. Let's get that other out of there. Work it around a little bit. Pull it out. And what I do here,
Your poor squirrel.
is I simply take my knife, remove the head,
Yuck.
throw it over there. Here on The other side, do likewise. There's a little foot came out, or a little leg came out. There's the other leg coming out. And now, at this point, you just simply remove the skin, remove the tail, and now, if you're fortunate in the process, when you pull that off, you won't break the tip of the tail off. And you can go to a lot of fancy extra work trying to save that pretty squirrel tail to wear on your hat, or like when we were kids, we'd always hang them on the antenna of our pickup truck. How about that? All right, now we get down to this other part. Use your knife and open it up. I like to go ahead and split it all the way up through the rib cage. And then simply reach in, bring out the stuff, discard the stuff, and then one last thing is split that, open it up, clean out anything that remains. Acorns falling out of the trees. And then clean it, soak it in water for 6 or 8 hours, and you've got something that's really tasty. I want to throw something else into this little video. What? You after my pencil? I need that pencil. Go on then. You don't want to go on? Well, hang around then. Put you in the pot. If you don't start laying, you're going to end up chicken and dumplings. If you discover yourself in a genuine survival situation, and you do happen to catch or kill a squirrel, a rabbit, some type of small game animal that provides you with a source of protein, don't just throw away the entrails, the stuff that would otherwise be scrap. Because what you've got in your hand when you pull that out of that animal, you've got some great bait. There's parts of it that you can use for fish bait. You can impale that head on a bait stick in a snare setup. And a possum, or most likely a possum, will come to it. And come morning, you may have more protein. Wrap the entrails around the bait stick, tie it on, or whittle barbs on the end of that bait stick so that a target animal can't just easily get it off. I thought I'd throw that in just for Pete's sake. Appreciate you watching. Appreciate you subscribing. We'll see you on the next one.